Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly while others struggle despite their best efforts? It's a question that has intrigued many of us. Today we're diving into the concept of Psycho-Cybernetics, a psychological theory that could hold some of the answers. Psycho-Cybernetics, a term coined by Dr. Maxwell Maltz in the mid-20th century, is a fascinating perspective on how our self-image can dramatically affect our success or failure in life. It's not about the physical reflection we see in the mirror, but rather the mental image we hold of ourselves in our minds. This mental image, our self-image, is a powerful force that shapes our behaviors, actions, and ultimately our life outcomes. But how does this work? Well, let's consider the mind as a cybernetic system, a term borrowed from the field of engineering that refers to systems that use feedback to adjust their actions and responses. Just like a thermostat that uses feedback to regulate the temperature of a room, our mind uses feedback from our experiences and environment to adjust our behaviors and actions. Think of it this way. Our self-image is like the set point on that thermostat. If we see ourselves as confident and capable, our mind will guide our actions to align with that image. Conversely, if our self-image is negative or limiting, our mind will steer us towards behaviors that confirm this perspective. In essence, our self-image acts as a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a powerful concept, isn't it? If we believe we're destined to fail, our mind will lead us down that path. But if we see ourselves as destined for success, our mind will help us navigate towards that goal. This understanding of the mind and self-image is at the heart of Psycho-Cybernetics. And it's not just a theory. Numerous studies have shown the profound effects of self-image on our behavior and life outcomes. So, if we can change our self-image, we can change our behavior and our life outcomes. It's not just about changing what we do, but changing how we see ourselves. And that, my friends, is the power of self-image. Now, you might be asking, what is the science behind this concept of Psycho-Cybernetics? Well, let's delve into that. Psycho-Cybernetics is essentially a marriage of psychology and engineering, and it's based on a pretty fascinating understanding of the brain. It views our brain as a goal-striving mechanism, much like a guided missile system. Just as a missile adjusts its trajectory based on the feedback it receives from its surroundings to hit its target, our brain too adjusts our actions and behaviors based on the feedback we receive from our environment, constantly pushing us towards our set goals. Now, this might seem a little abstract, so let's break it down. Imagine you're an archer. You've set your sights on the bullseye, you've released the arrow, but it's veering slightly off course. What do? You adjust your aim, of course. You take in the feedback, the wind direction, the distance, the angle, and you recalibrate. That's exactly what your brain does. It's a complex, adaptable system that's always recalibrating, always adjusting, and always striving towards its goal. But here's where it gets really interesting. What if I told you that this goal, this target, isn't a physical destination or a tangible objective? No, it's something much more personal and profound. It's your self-image, your mental picture of who you are and who you aspire to be. It's the ideal version of you that you hold in your mind. This target is shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and perceptions. It's constantly evolving, just as we are. And our brain, our internal guided missile system, is always striving to reach this self-image, to close the gap between who we are and who we want to be. It's constantly pushing us, guiding us, and shaping us to become the person we envision in our mind's eye. This means that our self-image, our mental picture of ourselves, is the target our brain is constantly striving towards. So how can we change our self-image and thus change our lives? Well, it's all about reshaping the narrative you tell yourself about who you are. A pivotal tool in this transformative process is positive self-talk. It's like being your own personal cheerleader, constantly building yourself up with affirmations and encouraging thoughts. When we engage in positive self-talk, we are essentially reprogramming our subconscious mind. We are pushing out the old negative self-image and replacing it with a new positive one. It's important to remember that our brains are like supercomputers, constantly processing information. What we feed it can significantly affect our overall performance. If we consistently tell ourselves that we are capable, intelligent, and worthy, our brain will begin to accept this as the norm and adjust our behaviors accordingly. Visualization is another powerful technique in changing our self-image. It involves imagining yourself in various situations where you are the person you aspire to be. You see yourself succeeding, achieving your goals, and living the life you want. This mental rehearsal can have a profound impact on your self-image. As you visualize, your brain starts to believe that these imagined scenarios are real, and begins to adjust your self-image and behavior to match. Think of these techniques as resetting your internal GPS. Your brain has a target, a destination it's programmed to reach. If that destination is set to a negative self-image, it will guide you towards behaviors and outcomes that reinforce that image. But by using positive self-talk and visualization, we can reprogram that target to a positive self-image. The result? Your brain begins to guide you towards behaviors and outcomes that reinforce this new positive self-image. So let's not underestimate the power of our minds. Let's harness that power and use it to our advantage. Let's actively create the person we want to be and the life we want to live, instead of being passive passengers on this journey. By consciously choosing our self-image, we can steer our life in any direction we wish. But how can we apply these insights in our day-to-day life? Let's delve into some practical ways to apply Psycho-Cybernetics in our daily life. First, we need to set clear personal goals. Imagine your mind as a heat-seeking missile. You need to provide it with a clear target. What do you want to achieve? This could be anything from nailing a job interview to finishing a marathon. Be specific about your goals and repeat them to yourself daily. This will keep your subconscious mind focused and driven. Next, let's talk about the importance of positive self-talk. How often do we catch ourselves engaging in negative self-talk? It could be about our appearance, our abilities, or even our worth. But remember, our self-image is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we keep telling ourselves we're not good enough, we're likely to act in ways that make this belief come true. So, start today by replacing those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I am enough. This simple practice can lead to profound changes in your self-image and consequently, your life. Thirdly, make a habit of visualizing your success. Picture yourself achieving your goals, feel the emotions associated with that success, and truly believe it's possible. This is not mere daydreaming, it's a powerful tool to program your subconscious mind towards success. When you visualize your success, your brain can't distinguish between reality and imagination. It starts to believe that your envisioned success is real, making you more likely to act in ways that make it a reality. And finally, remember to be patient. Changing your self-image isn't an overnight process. It requires consistent practice and perseverance. But rest assured, the rewards are worth the effort. So, to sum up, set clear goals, practice positive self-talk, visualize success, and be patient with yourself. These are the keys to harnessing the power of Psycho-Cybernetics in your daily life. Remember, the power to change your life lies in your own mind. To sum it up, Psycho-Cybernetics is all about the power of self-image. Yes, it's a fascinating concept, isn't it? We've delved into this idea, exploring the strength and influence of our internal self-perceptions. We've seen how the way we see ourselves, our self-image, can guide our actions, mold our realities, and shape our futures. We started this journey understanding the remarkable power of self-image. It's not just a reflection in the mirror or a snapshot in a photograph. It's the mental blueprint we carry within us, our internal compass guiding our every action. It's a dynamic force shaping our behavior, our attitudes, and our expectations. It's the lens through which we see ourselves and the world around us. From there, we ventured into the science behind Psycho-Cybernetics. We examined how our brains are not just passive receivers of information, but active goal-seeking mechanisms. We learned how our brains strive to achieve congruence between our self-image and our realities, continuously adjusting our actions and experiences to match our internal blueprint. We then moved on to the empowering process of changing our self-image. We discovered that this internal blueprint is not fixed or static, it's malleable and adaptable. By consciously altering our self-image, we can change our behaviors, attitudes, and ultimately, our life experiences. We discussed practical steps to achieve this, such as visualization, affirmation, and cognitive restructuring. We also explored the practical applications of Psycho-Cybernetics, seeing how this powerful concept can be applied in various areas of our lives. Whether it's improving our performance at work, enhancing our interpersonal relationships, or achieving personal growth and self-improvement, the potential is limitless. So as we wrap up, remember this. Your self-image is not just a reflection of who you are, but a blueprint of who you can become. It's a powerful tool for personal transformation. So next time when you find yourself struggling, remember, it's not you who is failing. It's your self-image. Change that and you can change your life.